I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my report for you, Aquarius, for the week of July the 31st, 2017. Okay, so we've got a lot coming up. This is like the first week of August coming in, and then we've got two eclipses. One is going to be in your sign, the lunar eclipse on the 7th. We're going to talk more about that next week, and I'll do a special report. And for the lunar eclipse, it means that it's the full moon, so we've got the sun opposite. And also opposite on the 21st, we'll have the solar eclipse. So there's a lot going on, like right affecting you. This is a great time to have to book a personal reading so we can look at your natal chart. Let's see where the eclipses are going to hit, and anything else that's like with the lunar eclipse of 15 degrees, anything else that you've got in your chart, and how this is going to affect your life over the next 6 months. So go on to jenniferangel.com, have a look there. Great time to do an eclipse reading or just the normal reading, and everything's on sale as well. So right opposite in your relationship area, still we've got the Sun and Mars. Okay, so they're still in that conjunction. The exact hit of degree of the conjunction has passed, but it's still in what's called the orb of influence. Because the conjunction is like 8 to 10 degrees. So, and Mars is like, these two are hugely powerful. Put then the eclipse in there as well, both of them, because, you know, even though the lunar is in your sign, the sun is opposite. This is like a hugely powerful time for relationships, connecting with people. You can have real shifts around this time. Now, excuse me, particularly as Uranus this week is going retrograde. So Uranus in your solar third house. This is all to do with communication, education, commerce. So when it's kind of goes retrograde, it's right in the middle of the week. So this means that things can be a little bit unsettled this week. But what it does is it allows you to sort of get organized. You want to keep the schedule a little bit flexible, but particularly as Venus is moving into your area of productivity this week as well, the start of the week. So you can see how things are sort of leading into this powerful time, and it's almost like setting things up. So there can be like discussions that you have which come out of the blue. You may not be able to plan for them, but it's like when the opportunity arises, you want to be able to take that, because you know, you don't want to look back later and say, oh, I had that window of opportunity and I missed it and it hasn't come up again. So be prepared to do that. Relationships, as I said, like hugely in your chart now and over this next 6 months. And with Venus moving out of this love zone into your more productivity, it's a way that you can get like your routine set, particularly with people around you. You want to make sure it's a message that, you know, you can only work in with other people so much. And then you have to like set your own life and routine where so it fits in what you want to do and how it's going to support your big plan in life. Now also in this area, it's an area of your health and wellness. So with Venus in this area, it's a message to, you know what, when you look good, you feel good, and that's when you really are more powerful. So spend some time, discipline, effort on setting a routine together that's going to sort of let you feel and look the best that you can. And so that's where you're operating from. You're operating from the best that you can. And if you can do that now, then things can really start to fall into place quite magically, quite suddenly, and somewhat intensely, okay? Now, right at the end of the week, we have Pluto, which is in the sign before yours, been there a long time, slow-moving planet. It's a 16-year transit in this area, and it's not going to come out of there until April 2024. Okay, but nevertheless, Pluto is planet of transformation. It's in your 12th house, so huge amounts of transformation that you can have over this 16 year a period where you can get in touch with who you are more, what are your beliefs and values, and keep in mind that they can always be changing, and that's what transformation is about, is allowing yourself to change it. Now, as an Aquarius ruled by Uranus, you generally don't have an issue with that. So with the square between Pluto and Jupiter, Jupiter sits in your area of soul purpose and area of truth for yourself. You know, your truth. Are you walking your truth? Do you know what your truth is to start with? Okay, now, it is a square, so traditionally that can be challenging, but it's with Jupiter, so not so much. And the Jupiter energy, and it's been sitting here for a while, about a year. The Jupiter transit is about at 12, 13 months. It's going to move out in October, the 12th, I think it is. Don't quote me on the date. And move into, when that happens, Jupiter will move into your career zone, okay? So things can start to sort of heat up there. But for now, and particularly for this Pluto-Jupiter square, that it brings sort of things more real, because this 9th house where it sits in your solar chart now is like the big vision, and it can be somewhat idealistic, which I love, but it helps you just bring that idealism back and make it more real and more grounded. Okay, so that's a positive thing. And just heads up, Mercury is going to go retrograde in another few weeks on the 12th. So that's why I might have got the 12th mixed up, the 12th. So this is a great time to get things locked down, all right, particularly with money or any official business, bank loans, anything like that. So the card that I've selected for you this week is out of the Rider-Waite Tarot pack, traditional pack, and I've got the Sun. So I love this for you because the Sun's right opposite. We've got this these eclipses happening, so it's like, you know, there's lots of great things, even though there's some bumps in the road. Always there's lots of great things coming up and going on for you now, and the Sun is a message for you to focus on the positive, not the negative, always. Okay, go along to jenniferangel.com, have a look at the readings. Please, while you're there, if you can subscribe to my newsletter, I'd love that. Appreciate that very much. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.